This episode of MMA Nuts is brought to you by GoDaddy.com. Man up and get your $4.95.com by entering code MMA Nuts. Defense Soap. Offense wins matches. Defense keeps you on the mat. BetDSI.com, where you can bet on MMA. Enter code MMA Nuts and get a 20% bonus. Hey fans, this is MMA Nuts, episode 131.
131.
My name is Ingo Weigold.
I'm Matt Griffith. This is the MMA show by MMA fans, for MMA fans, where we walk the line between serious and ridiculous.
And speaking of ridiculous, and
Hey,
what?
I didn't beat off 5 times before this show,
Good.
so I won't be all sweaty and spoil someone's experience.
Oh.
Ugh.
It's all good.
Anyway,
I was going to say, happy holidays.
happy Merry
We've
Christmases.
Dressed
and
up the set a bit.
Happy Hanukkah.
Hanukkah's happening now. Kwanzaa soon. Christmas.
All the
Boxing
festivities.
Day. I don't know. There's all this shit going on.
Is it real? Literally?
There's a Boxing Day. I forgot what it's exactly about, but it's like a Australian, Canadian thing. I don't know. It's like, whatever.
Yeah,
Fucking
that
hell.
was, speaking of boxing, what was that? There was some comedian on the Joe Rogan podcast, and they were talking about, I don't know if it was Ronda Rousey or the other girl that she's fighting,
Carmouche.
and he said something like, man, she can't wrestle, but you should see her box. I'm like, hey, that was a good one.
That's slightly.
And I forgot his name, but it was funny as shit.
No, I'm a little behind. I'm still listening to the John McAfee interview.
Oh, geez.
Crazy weirdo guy.
What's happening with that guy?
I don't know.
It's all good.
Apparently he's back in the U.S. now. So what do I know?
I don't know. Yeah. What else has happened? What do we got
News.
for some news?
I got news.
Drop
You got
it.
news. You want me to go first?
Go ahead.
Okay, I found this interesting thing on the web. Okay, I don't watch rugby, but apparently one of the rugby teams decided to hire a Olympic track star for a new Carlin Isles is his name.
Mm-hmm.
And let me show you this because it's ridiculous. Hopefully it works. Check this shit out. There he is.
Whoa.
Top 40. Watch this shit.
I'm guessing he hasn't gotten hit.
Watch this. It's like a video game. It's not even funny. Watch this shit. Here it goes.
Oh my God!
See you later. This is not even the impressive part. This is a short one. I don't understand the rules, but okay, watch this. The next one I think is a good one. There you go. Now he's got some room. There he goes.
Gone!
See you later. Look at this. Look at this. Cannot
Alright.
catch this guy. Holy shit. Cannot catch him. It's ridiculous. Apparently they got to touch the ball on the ground. The guy is so fast, it's not even funny.
Until he gets hit, and then he's going to fall
And
right
they can't
apart.
they cannot catch him.
Well, he just goes around the
See,
outside.
there he goes.
Someone needs to break his leg.
This is what I imagine would happen if Barry Sanders played rugby. Remember him? Back in the day?
Yes.
Barry Sanders. But he's kind of the same build, short little guy, stocky. Rugby's interesting. It's like he can tackle. He tackles too. See, nice tackle. There he goes again. See you later.
Gone.
It's like you can't even
You're
catch him.
even, you're leaving.
It's crazy. Anyways, I'll turn this down. But I urge you to check it out because there's more. There's like 3 or 4 minutes of this. Carlin Isles, I guess. Carlin Isles.
Is he one of the the TUF UK versus Australia? They brought in some rugby
guy?
players in.
No.
Just to kind of give them a little taste of what MMA is. Should have brought that guy in. You could just run circles around the octagon.
What?
Caleb Starnes? No more.
This is the good one right here. Watch this one. I'm listening, but this is the one I was looking for. I should have had this queued up. Look how far okay, he's way far away. Look at this. See you later. What would you give to have that kind of speed?
Not much. I was never fast.
No,
I
me
don't
neither.
care.
I'm like thick molasses.
What would I do with it?
I don't know. Run.
I would just
Run a
run.
Run a lot. Run fast.
I guess.
I don't know.
It's all good.
You were saying about the Ultimate Fighter? They
No,
brought a
just
rugby
that they
guy
had
in?
brought some rugby guys in.
Oh,
Watch
man, it's
out.
falling.
Our festivities will fall down. And, yeah. So they were showing off MMA to them.
Okay.
They were all impressed.
They were.
Of course.
It's a big sport, of course. And news-wise, you got anything else before we talk about the Ultimate Fighter?
So this guy, Rael, broke his dick.
Ooh.
Having wild sex. And I can see how that happens. Sometimes you miss. I guess this woman got up a little too high and broke his dick, and blood is spurting everywhere.
That's why you got to be in control, man.
Yeah, never let the woman take
Not
control.
on top. Too dangerous.
Yeah, just face down, ass up.
Yes.
Anyway.
Sure.
So he was talking about a story. He's talking about this enema he got. Here's what he had to say. It says, sitting on my side for the longest 15 minutes of my life, my stomach exploded from the inside as the catheter dilated my cock hole to the diameter even a prego cock whore would be impressed with.
Ouch.
Okay.
Why would they do that?
I don't know.
So he literally broke his penis?
I don't know. I just saw all these pictures of like him telling these stories and
oh man,
fucking blood
everywhere.
I
didn't look at any of it. I just saw like the before, and then I knew I could sense where it was going. I skipped that post. I just didn't want to see it.
The worst one was seeing the bathtub full of blood after he went in there. Like I'm out. I gotta get out of this.
Could you imagine being that guy? Like I think I would pass out.
I remember going at it hard once where I thought I broke it. It's like, so.
Oh boy!
There we go.
Here we go.
Yeah, say you're going at it doggy style. You're going a little too hard, and you accidentally come out a little too far. Then you hit that point between the two holes, and it's like you hit a fucking brick wall. And the woman shot herself into the closet, and I shot myself the other way. It was like a fucking explosion.
Oh, ice right now. I need ice.
Pain, no. Yeah, it's not good. Luckily,
gotta be careful.
Yeah, because two people can get injured in that.
Very true.
Making your own hole.
Very careful with that.
That's a great way to start the show off.
Yeah, it is. So.
And then did you
broken cocks?
Yeah,
and
it's all about cocks and balls. That's what the show is. Did you see? I saw this picture of Bruce Lee the other day, and this child had quite the. Fuck, I can't get it over there. The hose on him.
Oh yeah, grabbing his balls.
Yeah, it's the.
Why does she look so happy?
I don't know. Why is Bruce like frozen like a deer in the headlights?
Is it really him, or is it like a?
It's probably the wax museum.
I was gonna say, is it
but it looks like the effective hold of squeezing the scrotum.
Monkey steals the peach.
Yeah, that one's awesome. What happened to that?
I don't know.
And then the last thing, as we move, we're blazing through. There's a lot to cover. The headbutting king of the world.
Oh, nice.
But somebody, they don't survive that. You can punch somebody in the face, that's going to piss them off. You headbutt somebody, they're going down.
Awesome. I think I could do that. Can't you do that?
I could headbutt cantaloupes.
You take your elbow and you rake it across somebody's face 5 or 6 different times. There are natural reactions to do this. It's going to open up the face right away. The blood's going to go into the eyes. They can't see the stinging effect, the whole thing. There's no more vicious tool than an elbow. When you drive your knee into someone's throat,
this guy is not afraid to fucking toss your salad.
Smashing fruit.
He even has a headbutt shirt. Did you see that?
Yeah, I see it.
And when you use these tools
is this a promotional video for like a DVD
I think
series?
He's selling a DVD set.
Okay,
I think we need to go a little further there.
That seems like
he looks like a guy I want to study under. Is he still alive? I'm guessing this headbutt system may have put him in a place where he may not be alive anymore.
You're going to headbutt the bag 2 hours a day?
But I think we got the gist of it. That guy is awesome.
He is the man.
It's too bad they don't allow headbutts in the UFC because you could learn a lot from him.
Definitely.
I think we're done.
Okay.
Let's get into some scores, Ingo! Score! Oh, the Magic 8 Ball is hiding right now. All right, so for the first event, which was the UFC on FX6, the TUF Smashes, I went 6-4, Ingo went 4-6, and the Magic 8 Ball was 5-5. For the TUF 16 finale, I went 7-4. Ingo went 6-5, and the Magic 8-Ball went 5-6. So overall, I'm sitting at 176 and 112. Ingo's sitting at 149 and 139, and the Magic 8-Ball is 153 and 135.
Fucking guy, I have like one more event to recover.
It's all good. You'll have plenty of time.
The snowman.
He won't be reasoned with.
Son of a bitch.
So let's get into the card.
All right.
Do you need some more slack? I may be pulling too hard over here, Ingo.
It's all good. Keep it going. So let's talk about this card, which was quite interesting. What a card to put on free TV. You know, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that I think Hector Lombard may have not been 100% in his first fight in the UFC, judging by his performance in this fight.
True that.
Looking quite studious and dangerous and beefy, dare I say.
It's true. They look like two of the biggest motherfuckers ever. Hey, which arrow do I need to hit, by the way, since my mouse got wet?
The right arrow.
Sorry, kids.
You got your wet mouse again.
That's what it's all about.
It's terrible.
It's all about wet mouse.
Okay. Yeah, man. I mean, it felt to me like Lombard was just waiting and waiting and waiting and trying to pick his distance and figure out Paul Harris and see what the fuck was going on. And, you know, this photo does not do either one of them justice.
No, because they were fucking huge. I thought it was like beef on beef. Motherfuckers were swole. It was just a matter of time before someone was going to fucking shut off.
Oh, yeah. And that would be Paul Harris.
Yeah, it didn't work out so well for him.
Well, Lombard seems like a smart fighter because anytime they got to a point where it was getting near the ground, he's like, nah, let's stand up.
And then the one time he got on the ground, all he did was just hold on and look at the ref and...
He's like, stand me back up, man.
I'm ready.
I guess that's a smart approach, you know? Hold your opponent, so make him stand you back up as you drop your pistachio.
Oh, yeah, watch out. I've got pistachio nuts. I want to throw it right at the camera.
No!
We'll lose $1,000 if not more. But we're printing money over here.
Throw it over the lens. Don't hit our lens. There you go. Nice.
Ching! It's all good.
So, yeah. Hector Lombard calls out Michael Bisping, who probably...
He says, Michael Bisping, where you at? I just want to get my fucking hands on you. Make it happen, Ingo.
It's not going to happen.
Why?
Dana White already said if Bisping wins, he's getting the shot against Anderson Silva.
That fight's not going to happen. That's fine. He can fight either... I have two options for him.
Oh, boy.
Hector Lombard or Anderson Silva. Choose your poison, my friend.
I would take Anderson Silva. Lombard seems like he would put me in...
Oh, I don't know who would want to fight out of those two. I'm going to get fucked up either way. Who's going to fuck me up least?
Well, I guess with Lombard, it might just be a one and done.
I guess I'd take Anderson Silva because you're going to get paid more.
Yeah. But Silva might hit you a lot more, too. So Lombard might just hit you
once. I'd rather get hit really hard and knocked out and make more money than just get hit hard and knocked out and not make as much money.
That's good point.
You're probably going to get knocked out in each case.
Mm-hmm. So, Paul Harris, who knows what's up next for him? Got anybody interesting you might want to see him fight?
Tim Kennedy. Bring Tim Kennedy in.
Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible.
Why?
Kennedy would take that, but I mean, geez. I don't think Kennedy. See, Kennedy's strength is the grappling, like takedowns, wrestling. Does he really want to play that game with a guy like that? I don't know.
I don't know. Alan Belcher made it happen.
Stand-up's not the best, so
it could be fun. We'll see what happens.
Okay. And
then we got to go back a little bit for like fight of the night.
Oh. Penner versus Cody Donovan, 40,000. Knockout of the night, Ben Alloway. No idea who these fucking guys are. Submission of the night, not awarded as not a single submission happened on the card.
Not so much. That's why it's TUF Smashes.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about submissions.
No.
It's knockout or decision. That's how we roll.
You know,
what?
What did I see? I saw... I don't know. I saw nothing. I forgot. I don't know. The Ultimate Fighter fights, I felt like the two fights that they had, the one guy with all the crazy tattoos, Colin Fletcher.
The freak show? Yeah.
Yeah, that guy has no power in his hands. He seems like he's really just kind of freaky, but has no like finishing kind of power.
He seemed off that night because I thought for sure he was going to win.
Seemed like it. And then in the second fight, which I think was for the whole thing, was it Scott? He kept like taking shots.
The problem was he kept going. I was pissed because he kept going back in the straight line every time he'd get hit. And then they're comparing, who is it, Whitaker to Lyoto Machida. Oh, he's throwing 5 punch combinations. Like, no shit. And he's landing them because fucking Scott's just going back in a straight line, getting hit all along the way back.
Yep.
Get hit, go off on an angle. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah. So, well, those guys came to fight, though. That's one thing you can say.
They did come to fight.
All of those 4 fights four fights we saw were all, exciting. There was action. It was none of this grapple fucking kind of against the cage bullshit.
That's right.
It was let's go. We're gonna throw down, and everybody was.
Was this the card with Beltran and Krajicek on it?
Yeah, but that was a snooze fest from what I heard. I didn't see the fight, but
no, it was. You're right. I had issues with the fight, and a lot of people, some people liked it, but my challenge is Beltran has never been this fucking grinder of a fighter, and now he's employing the Randy Couture style of fighting where he's going to fucking push you up against the cage, and then he's going to foot stomp you, and, that's not what I expected from him. And then the times where they disengaged, that's when we had the most fun, because Krajicek's got a chin, Beltran's got a chin, and they're fucking slugging it out. I'm like, man, this could have been an epic fight if they could have just stood in trade. I know Beltran was trying to get the win. I just wanted it to be more exciting, not the standard Beltran fight.
Yeah,
that's all.
Well, he's had a rough go of it in the UFC. Maybe he's trying to change shit up.
He is.
I don't know.
Make it more exciting. That's all I asked for.
I'm with you.
Don't always go for the win.
Well, what are your thoughts on the main event on this card? Obviously, Pearson versus George Sotiropoulos.
Yep.
I was a little bit sad because I'm a big Sotiropoulos fan, but I don't know. It kind of went the way I thought in my head it was going to go, but my heart didn't want it to go that way. So
it just seemed like, and there was some other rumor. I don't know what happened on the show if these guys fought, but it seemed like there was something else that happened behind the scenes that
supposedly
they didn't show.
Sotiropoulos got KO'd or something during the filming of the show or some crazy thing.
Yeah. Was it from him or
I
from
don't know
else?
The details. That's just what I heard. Like somehow he got jumped and knocked out or something.
If someone knows that, post it, because I didn't get to see all the details. But
so
this fight, fucking Pearson just picked him apart on a feet, and he did it smart because he didn't want to press the action. Yeah. He's like, I got him hurt, but I want to be smart. I'm like, that's a good plan. And then he just kept dropping him and dropping him, dropping him. Like,
gave him the Gumby legs for a minute there.
Yeah, holy shit! And Sotiropoulos did get Pearson's back in the first round, but he defended it. He was just high on the
chin,
got it off. And fucking,
I don't know, man. I don't know what happened to George. It's like that he was on such a tear. And then it just kind of...
Was it the Dennis Seaver fight that started all this?
Yes. It just kind of like...
It's like he couldn't get the takedown, and then if he can't get it to the ground, like his boxing is okay, but when he's against a superior striker, his chin doesn't hold up.
Yeah. And, in this fight, I thought for sure he was going to try to either pull guard or go for like the Damian Maia, just get engaged and get anything you can and just drag a guy down. Yeah. But he didn't do any of that, so I don't know.
Yeah, I think he needs to go back to wearing 2 knee braces.
Maybe he did have surgery, I think, on both of his knees. Actually,
maybe it's an issue in the rust. I think it was 17 months.
A long time.
He fought.
Long time.
But he did come off as a dick on the show, so
I didn't watch all of it.
I don't know if that's how they edited it, but he seemed like a fucking asshole on the show.
Probably is.
So kudos to Pearson.
Yep. But there was no love lost between these two.
No, even after the fight, he's like,
"Fuck you."
You know what? I don't hate the guy, but him and I are gonna fucking hang out.
Yeah.
He is who he is, and I am who I am.
Him. That's good. I can respect that.
Some papa the sailor man. All good. So, what's next for these guys?
I don't know. I don't know.
I'll throw some shit out.
Throw something in.
I think for Pearson, you give him a Matt Wyman. A little scrappy.
Okay.
Scrappy action. You got to work your ways back up.
Yeah.
And for Sotiropoulos, maybe a little Terry Edom action. He's coming off a loss,
Brits,
like
that would be interesting.
A devastating loss to Barboza.
I like that. They have similar body styles.
If he doesn't get cut, that's the thing. I think Sotiropoulos is on 3, right? 3 losses.
He's lost a couple in a row now. Yeah.
They won't cut him.
No.
They prefer the. It's not like you're a foreign fighter, but you're fighting from a different country, so I guess you're foreign to us. But you got to keep Team Australia alive.
So we'll see. We'll see. There's a lot of young guys on the show that seem like they could be some to watch for the next few years.
I don't know. Those guys are scrappy. Both teams. I liked it. I think that was one of the best seasons of the Ultimate Fighter yet. It was
Okay.
total team atmosphere, man. Country versus country. That's the way you roll it.
I like it.
Not this fucking American shit we got.
Yeah. I'm with you.
Wasn't good. Ready to get into this? Let's
Sure.
just go right into it. We're not even afraid.
UFC Ultimate Fighter Team Carwin versus Team Nelson, aka Matt Mitrione.
Yeah. And before we start this, I want to talk about, they posted this UFC 158. Okay. So they say, okay, GSP versus Diaz. We got Condit versus McDonald in a rematch. And then they announced Hendricks versus Ellenberger. What the fuck is going on here, Ingo?
I don't know. I think it's peculiar. You know, Johnny Hendricks is posting a lot of shit about not wanting to fight and all this stuff for like a couple weeks now, and then it sounds like this is a deal. This is a done deal. He signed on the dotted line.
Yeah.
So I have a feeling there is probably a good amount of money involved, as well as the potential to actually fight for the title, because who knows what's going to happen, you know, or fight one of the other guys.
Yeah.
Like I like to see him fight Condit or McDonald as well. One of those. It seems like they put all the top 5 guys, like 6 guys, on this card, which is weird.
Well, I think Dana said it too. It's just in case Diaz flakes out. I got 5 backups, and if there's an injury or whatnot. But I think Diaz will flake out. I think you will see GSP versus Hendricks. You'll see
Diaz is coming for it.
You're gonna see McDonald versus Diaz, and then you'll see Ellenberger versus Condit.
Well, he's gonna flake out, but still fight on the card.
Well, that's what happened the last time. Remember?
Yes, I do.
So history will repeat.
Okay,
That's what I'm saying. I'm laying it down.
all right.
One fight at a time.
I like it. How come GSP always gets to fight in Canada?
Same reason Rory McDonald does. It's
bullshit.
It's to sell tickets.
Is that what it is?
Yes,
But with
you want to have your home fighter fighting in his home field so you can sell more tickets.
That's such a crock of shit, though. For a guy, every time you got to fight for the belt, you got to fight the guy in his home country in front of like.
It does suck,
It
but
seems not fair.
It sells more tickets.
Las Vegas would be more fair.
True, you need a neutral ground.
Yeah.
But some people aren't mentally strong.
I know Diaz doesn't give a shit. I'm just saying, it just seems awfully weird.
I still don't think that fight happens, man.
So
we'll see.
I would love. Well, I like it. It kind of. I feel bad for Hendricks because he's done. You know, he should be fighting for a title, but
he's getting ripped off.
This is what happens. If this goes down as planned, he may lose, and then what?
He's out.
Right. And then how long is it going to take him to get back up to the top?
About forever.
Yeah, right.
If he gets back.
If he ever gets back. So
George Sotiropoulos.
Yep. Dennis Seaver. I mean, the list goes
Everybody
on.
that gets
Jake Shields. There's so many guys that were on winning streaks, and then all of a sudden they run into somebody.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just kind of shit goes south after that, and you never quite get back. So
not so much.
So let's talk about the card.
All right. You have the bonuses, fight of the night, KO, subs.
40 grand again. Fight of the night, Tim Elliott versus Jared Papazian. Papazian. Yes. Knockout of the night, of course, Pat Berry. HD. And then submission of the night, TJ Waldberger, who
I thought that was horseshit. I would have given it to Poirier.
I thought that was amazing. After those 2 guys, holy fuck! The first minute and a half, they were not afraid. There was a couple of times where I was like, "What are you guys doing? This is not Rock'em Sock'em Robots. What the fuck?" But it was exciting to watch. I mean, they were just like, "Fuck you, pow, pow."
Yeah, and then you got to look at how Poirier lost his last fight to the Korean Zombie. Was it Doris or a Bravo choke? Mm-hmm. And now he goes out there and does that to someone else.
Yep.
Man, I thought that was the fucking sub of the night. So
it's pretty amazing.
That's who I get to.
You know, Brookins still likes to keep his chin up. It's weird. I'm surprised he didn't get knocked out because, you know, Poirier was really tight, everything tight. He was slugging, but he was still contained. But Brookins is doing this, you know? And
he's been doing that like his whole career.
Maybe because he's so tall. And then this is after Joe Rogan was just sucking his cock the entire first round, just like, he's so amazing. I love this guy. He's so like, oh, look at how much he's improved. And
yeah, his striking is leaps and bounds above where it used to be.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's not at Poirier's level.
Yeah. I mean, he was in that movie Fightville, which seems like he's one to kind of keep an eye on. So
I could see him being a title holder at some point.
Yep, I agree. Definitely.
So what else is? Oh, I'm going to mention the best Twitter handle goes to, was it Kabalov with at 892-894-74444.
Is that like a fuck up or something?
No, that's his Twitter handle.
Is that his phone number?
I had it wrong because I wrote it a bunch of other numbers when I first saw that. Like, I had to go back and check it. Good for him.
Maybe it's his telephone number.
Yeah, he could be international. There's a lot of numbers in that international scene. Maybe he's smarter than all of us dumb.
Like, call me anytime, ladies.
Anytime.
Anytime you like.
And I won't charge you. It's $17.99 a minute.
No,
or whatever
sir.
the Ken Shamrock rate is.
It's gone up since we talked
Yeah,
about
he
him.
$20 more.
It's $20 a minute.
Or
now.
Rich Franklin. Apparently, you can hire him out now for
Yes, you
like
can.
$1,000 an hour.
Yep.
Or something.
You can go to dinner with him for $1,000 for 2 hours. And it does not include the price of the meal.
Does he have his clothes on or off?
I don't know.
I'm paying that kind of money. I want a fucking degradation meal.
I want him to wear a pink Speedo.
He'd probably be okay with that. He's a big fan of pink.
I don't know, but I'm just saying. Pink Speedo in like a high class restaurant.
And a little freak show hat.
Yeah. This is all good for $1,000.
I want my money's worth,
It's
motherfucker.
ridiculous, man.
$1,000. Come on. Don't you think he's made enough money in his career? Why are there I blame management.
I like the idea. Here's the problem, though. For that kind of money, it's like you almost feel dirty if you were going to do that. You would be like, "Am I gay?
You're a whore."
Like, no, like not him, but like if I was to pay that money and have him like go to dinner or whatever, I would be like, "Am I gay? Is there something wrong with me? Like, am I expecting him to blow me after this, or what's going on here? Why is it so expensive? It doesn't, you know."
Well, are there any stipulations? Because is it a one-on-one candlelight dinner in your house?
No,
just you and the champ,
it's
or the
2 hours,
former champ?
2 hour dinner.
I don't know. It just.
And what do you do? You pay him in cash? Leave it on the nightstand?
Yeah. Do you pay him before or after?
I'm not sure. Sounds. See how dirty?
Does it have to be in an envelope?
Sounds dirty.
Discreetly pass it under the table,
like mafia style.
Yeah,
maybe.
Couple winks.
Yeah.
Tap your eye.
Tap your eye. There you go.
Like a baseball, giving signals.
Yeah, exactly.
And somehow a hand job signal comes out. I don't know. It just seems awkward.
It does. And should we talk about my favorite fight of this card so far?
Well, I'm going to mention a couple other things too, like before we get into all the other fights. Mike Pyle was saying that when he was in his fight and he got rocked, that he saw SpongeBob SquarePants.
No, I didn't hear that.
Holy shit! And then, like, when he came back too, then the guy was like in his grill. He's like, "Oh fuck, I'm in a fight." He's like, "Why am I flashing to SpongeBob SquarePants right now?" Well, it's like, "Fuck, that's awesome."
He's crazy.
Like, maybe you need to lay off the weed.
He almost got knocked out.
He did, but he came back and fucking knocked it out.
He did,
so.
Which was pretty amazing. But you know, that was another Rock'em Sock'em Robots, which I thought was quite exciting.
They had 2 mullets on this card, by the way. Oh, that's too much.
Nelson
mullet power.
And Pyle.
Yeah. And then what was the other one? Oh, Varner getting sick. So no Giard versus Varner. And are they moving that fight somewhere?
You said 55, right?
I think so. A couple weeks.
I like it.
We've already covered it.
Bumps the card up to exceptional status.
Yeah. So, that should be fight of the year.
Varner versus Giard?
Yes.
Okay, maybe.
You can squeeze it in for 2012.
All right.
Or wait. No, it won't make it. Or wait, that's the 29th, right?
It will, yes.
They could get fight of the year, but most likely.
Voting already happened, sir.
It already happened. It came and went.
Yep.
It's all good. All right. We get into it.
Pat Berry, Shane Del Rosario.
All right.
Which we didn't
I didn't
cover.
have a high-tech slide.
We should have covered this fight. We didn't.
The problem was the fights I pull, I usually go to MMA Weekly to get the rumors, and for whatever reason, this fight was omitted from that, and I totally missed it.
Interesting.
My fault.
It's okay. It was quite interesting because I honestly thought Del Rosario was going to win, but I wanted Pat Berry to win, and there was a moment where I was a little bit afraid for him. But
which moment was that? The sketchy moment where he was on the ground, not looking like he had a ground game,
when he was going to get submitted or armbarred or choked or a million other things. And you know, I still say I like the fact he's able to defend himself, but I'd rather he doesn't put himself in those positions. You know, I think his game is standing up or being on top, not being almost submitted like 6 times. So quite scary.
It's always scary when he's on the defense.
Yes. And I felt like the entire fight in the stand-up, he was just like biding his time, getting his range, just kind of just looking, just trying to figure out like, okay, where's this guy open? And it seemed like Shane was a little bit scared of the stand-up with Pat. Like he didn't really know what was coming. So, when Pat brought the thunder,
God, it was a lot of thunder.
it was
I don't remember
ridiculous.
what he hit him with in
It was
that
it was
fucking
right,
shit.
it was like a right hook and then a left, I believe, is what.
Yeah, because he had him up against the cage, and I'm like, it's flashing shades of the Czech Congo
Yeah.
fight right now.
Yeah.
And I think he even said that too. He's like, do I go in or do I not? He's like, fuck it, I go in.
Yeah, he said he goes out on a shield. He's going to be exciting no matter what. Win or lose, he's going to do it in a spectacular fashion, which
That's all I can ask for.
Yes.
All I can ask for out of a fighter.
I think it's pretty awesome. And, of course, seems like a really cool guy. Seems like a loves his job, respectful.
It looks much better with the shaved head, and you can thank like Nate Marquardt and all the guys at Grudge
for shaving his head,
for holding him down and shaving off his
I didn't know
ponytail.
That.
Yeah, he said he wasn't going to cut his hair until he got his first submission win in the UFC.
Oh, wow.
But the guys at Grudge said, enough's enough, and they fucking grabbed him, held him down, and fucking shaved his shit.
It off. Good.
He was a little pissed, but it looks much better shaved.
So good for him. I'd like to see him, maybe get a Czech Congo rematch.
Could be.
I think he should get that one back.
Well, I think he said in the post-fight interview with Rogan that he's up 2-1 on Czech, because in that fight, I think he dropped Czech twice, and Czech dropped him once.
Okay, nice. He knocked him out 2 times, but Czech got the last one. Okay,
yeah, it's true. Good. And who was ref in that fight? The first time
was it Kim Winslow? The first time?
I don't remember.
Oh, Herb Dean. It was Herb Dean.
Yeah.
It was Herb Dean. He let that shit go.
That's that weird place where we talked about these refs. You gotta be careful. It's like, how long do you let it go, and when is it time to step in?
Yeah. Well, the Maz on this card, there was an undercard fight where I watched where I thought he let it go a little bit long. Mazzagatti.
Yeah.
On this, it was like was that the Kabbalah fight? No. Hugo Vienna versus Ruben Duran. I thought he let that guy take a lot of. They showed it at the end of the. Like, wow, they let that guy get dropped like 10 times and just keep getting up and keep. I'm like, dude, you got to stop this at some point. The guy's like on autopilot, just keeps standing up over and over again. Enough's enough.
Yeah.
So
it's all good,
I guess.
So who else for who? So buried like a little Congo.
I do. And Shane, I don't know. I mean, I think
you give him Mitrione. Like,
maybe
loss versus loss, and
sure,
both fought on the same card. We'll see what happens. But that's tough because it's like you got 2 guys who you're almost still like prospects.
Yeah,
like you could see them both doing well. So do you want to wreck one guy's career or not? I mean, they seem to like to wreck people's careers.
They do.
Look back to Ryan Bader when he was undefeated, and then who they match him up with?
Shogun, was it?
Was it John Jones? Did they fucking wreck him there?
Yeah, John Jones.
And then because you had 2 undefeated guys, and
yep, it happens. These things happen in MMA, Matt.
It's true.
So, good with that one.
Yep.
So let's talk about the fast forward I did during my Colton versus Mike Ricci fight after I realized that Colton was gonna grapple fuck the entire fight.
Oh my god!
And not do anything when Ricci obviously seemed like a strength disadvantage and grappling disadvantage.
Yeah, because he's a lighter weight fighter than what he fought at on the show.
And Ricci looks. I think that guy is one to watch. I really do feel like he's got pretty good stand up, and grappling wise needs some work. But
I gotta give them a yawn.
It was boring. 3 rounds of boring. And what about?
Okay, here we go. Fuck Steve Mazzagatti. He got kicked in the balls square. Fuck Colton. What's his last name? Smith. Fuck that guy too. I don't give a shit. This is not wrestling. This is MMA, bitch. If you're gonna take a guy down, do something with it. Do some strikes. Not try to hold my body as close as I can to another man's body. And I know some people are like, well, if he was if Ricci was good enough, he should have kept him off. Well, he couldn't because he came to fight, not fucking wrestle. Okay. Yes. So I have a problem with that style of fighting. And you can look back at John Fitch, and John Fitch did that for years and years. And where did it get him? Undercard status. undercard status, no title fight.
Yep.
But then he has an exciting fight, and all is forgotten.
That's
and I want to see a John Fitch fight.
Oh
now.
yeah, I'm with you.
So Colton
maybe
Smith, get your shit together.
like Colton. Somebody was saying like he reminds them of a young Matt Lumen, like when Lumen was boring in the beginning. Like he used to just grapple everybody. So
it's like Jesus Christ, I'm like, why is he grinding him on a cage? Well, Couture does that too. It's like that weird ass style. Like
but Randy's active with it. I think he was always looking for the finish, or he was doing that to do something else. He wasn't just doing that just to do it. Trying to wear guys down for a round or two or whatever. I mean, Colton just seemed like he just wanted to get the win.
I'm just gonna hold you down.
Which is too bad because I think Ricci's got pretty good strike. It would have been interesting to see them play it out a little bit on the feet.
I love it.
He's got like major reach advantage and all that, but I mean, it is what it is. The funniest moment of the whole night was when Harley Davidson was in the cage, and this guy is like totally not paying attention. He was like, "Dude,
well, they just gave him his trophy. He was all stoked. Look at my trophy. Oh my God, I'm gonna get naked and rub this between my naughty
I'm jizzing on this later. I'm gonna do blow right off the trophy." And then the Harley Davidson's like, "Here's your keys. He's
like,
keys.
Hey,
hello." Even Dana was getting pissed. It seemed like so. Oh well.
Well, and the point is too. Do you really want to give your winner of the TUF show a fucking motorcycle? I thought they just put that clause in there.
Isn't it his contract? Yep.
You're not supposed to be doing dangerous
Probably gonna sell it anyways.
Yeah. Let's give me the cash. I don't want your fucking motor pickle.
Motor pickle.
Fuck off, Harley.
I'm gonna eat some pickles when I get home tonight. That's for sure. Fucking hell. I love pickles.
It's all good.
That's amazing.
All good.
Should we talk about the main fight, or are we doing sponsors?
Let's get some sponsors.
Sponsors! We have Defense Soap. Offense wins matches, and defense keeps you on the mat.
Damn right.
Are you yawning again?
No, I'm just stroking my beard.
You're going to clean your beard with Defense Soap? Can you shave with Defense Soap?
Yeah.
I'm going to try to shave my balls with Defense Soap.
Good luck with that.
Let's see how that works.
You'll shave the hip right off.
Remember, go to defensesoap.com. Use code MMA Nuts, 15% off your entire order any day, all day, every day. So love it, leave it, whatever, but it's good shit. If you just want to be a natural soap user, it's great for you, or especially if you're into combat sports, definitely something I would recommend. You lather up, get all soapy, let it tingle a little bit,
So it almost is burning.
So your balls are frothy. Frothy balls. And then you rinse.
Are there any other kind? Isn't that the best?
I'm not sure.
Go frothy or go home.
That's right. So check it out, Defense Soap. MMA Nuts is the code. Also, we are sponsored by GoDaddy.com, where, what are they supposed to do? I got to crack it up.
Man up, you get your $4.95.coms. Don't be a bitch. Or Ingo would say a retard.
Don't
be retarded. You get your .coms. GoDaddy.
Is that a word I use? I don't know.
I don't know. I do. They can't steal it.
It's like not politically
correct. Stop, because you're going to make me do stuff I shouldn't do right now. No. It's horrible, too.
Not during the sponsor section.
No.
15% off. No. $4.95 domains.
Yeah.
Code MMA.
Can you get 50? No, we're going to get new codes.
New codes in 2013.
They expire January 1st of 2013.
Right, so hurry.
If we make it there, there's only 1 week left. You might as well blow out all the money you have right now. Buy domain names. Use MMAnuts.com.
And hookers
Charge
and blow.
Charge up.
And hookers and blow.
And hookers and blow.
Yes.
And try not to catch a disease when the world doesn't end.
December 21st, shit's going down.
Is it the 21st?
I don't know, because I just read recently that somehow they got the thing wrong and it's supposed to be like January 17th. No, the date has changed.
I don't know. Nostradamus did not.
Nothing's going to happen, people. December 21st will happen, and then December 22nd will happen. You'll go, fuck, we're still here. Anyways.
All good.
We're also sponsored by Q5, code MMA Nuts, 15% off. And last but not least.
Oh, that was quick. Bardsbeer.com. You can go to bardsbeer.com. You can find a retailer or a location near you. Hey, did you know that most gluten-free beers use sorghum to replace barley to make them gluten-free?
No, I did not know this, Matt.
Yeah. And did you know Bars malts the sorghum like they do with barley in traditional beers?
Is it like a malted milkshake?
almost, but more delicious.
Okay.
350% more awesome, Mingo.
So would you say that Bard's is frothy as well?
Every time I open the
Every
bottle,
time
it seems to
it
be.
explode in your
That's
face.
why I have a towel just ready for an
Well,
flavor explosion.
Frothy balls require towels.
Yeah, that's
true.
right.
That's right.
So bardsbeer.com, best gluten-free beer
In
the
the
world.
in the business.
In the business. It's like Bruce Buffer.
Yeah.
Or, we got to throw a shout out to Joe Martinez.
Yeah.
He's back in charge.
He is.
About that.
He was amazing.
It was awesome.
Good to see.
It was like the WEC, reborn, relived,
Oh, he'll be around.
revisited.
This is just the beginning, I think.
Yeah.
He'll be around. There's too many events. They can't possibly have everybody do all the events. So.
All right. Nelson,
I'm happy. I'm happy. This went the way it should have gone.
Yep.
I think Mitrione gave it a valiant effort, but unfortunately Nelson is smarter than everybody and continues to make everyone look like jackasses because he's not only fat and technically gifted, but he's also intelligent. So he keeps throwing that right hand.
Oh, he changed it a little bit.
Uppercut.
Uppercut,
Sorry.
left hook, overhand right.
You duck down and I come up and nighty-night,
Oops.
which I didn't expect him to be able to knock him out so easily, but man. The man's got some power. And Joe Rogan said in the post-fight, asked him, he said he's only been striking for like 4 years.
I think the guy just makes shit up as he goes
Oh, yeah. I don't know. That's like saying he doesn't eat cheeseburgers. Come on.
It's like some person saying Roy Nelson eats healthy food. He just eats too much of it.
Right.
Thanks. That was probably the best YouTube comment ever.
He's big-boned. The point is he doesn't give a shit. It's amazing to me that he can be this good at this level and be out of shape. So
yeah.
I don't know how he does it, but he does.
The Homer Simpson approach to fucking striking.
Maybe here's a man who's just having fun and he's living life the way he wants.
He is, but for some reason, I don't like him, Ingo.
I know you never liked him.
I don't like this guy.
I remember like 2 years ago, you were all pissed off because he won the Ultimate Fighter, and you were all angry.
I don't know what it is. There's just some people. It's like I like him and I don't like him. I don't hate him. I just don't like him.
He's probably a pretty cool dude to hang out with.
Maybe.
But I mean,
he doesn't get along with Dana White. That's for sure.
No, he does not.
He rubs him the wrong way. Probably the most. Probably even more than Nick Diaz.
Well, because he's like the anti-athletes company man /
Do you want him to sponsor you unless you're McDonald's or fucking Burger King?
I don't even think McDonald's and Burger King want him.
I don't think anybody wants to touch him because, along with the beard and the mullet and the belly, it's just awkward.
It is, but
like a silence.
It's working. That's the thing. Why would he change anything? It's working. He's beating everybody, and except for a couple people, but it's been working out for him. And you know what I'd really like to see?
What?
I think with the win, I know that he's going to want to fight some top-level guy, but I kind of want to see, and I'm predicting a Mike Russo win at UFC on Fox. I'd like to see those two guys.
Oh, that'd be a good fight. I like that.
That's a step up for Mike, and then it's a step over for Nelson. We kind of see like how he does against another dude with good power and, the similar style, kind of interesting, I think that'd be cool. Two big guys going at it.
I'm all for it. Mitrione, Del Rosario. Fucking wreck someone's career.
I like that. I like it. He took the fight on short notice. And,
a few weeks.
I thought he looked pretty good until the end when he took that uppercut. I thought he was doing all right.
Yeah.
So.
And then Nelson was relentless in his follow-up attacks.
Boom!
He threw everything he had.
I think he's very dramatic with it too, just to make sure he lets the ref know, hey, I'm killing this guy. Please stop the fight.
He does a foot stomp every time he throws it. WWE style.
Yeah.
Hakuna Matata, bitch.
Well, that's one thing we didn't talk about with Pat Barry. I kind of feel
that?
like he's the small man that just throws his body into everything.
He was throwing
It's
fucking
crazy.
strikes so hard. I was
It's
like,
nuts.
Jesus Christ. Can you imagine getting hit by that?
His feet are off the ground when he throws punches. Both of them. He's just like
a kick or a punch. I don't want to get hit by him. That's going to hurt. That's going to hurt bad.
These heavyweights make it exciting. I love heavyweight fights. I think it's
exactly.
amazing.
I think we need. Well, that's the other thing. We need another heavyweight card, man.
Yeah.
Without the fights getting all fucking mismatched again.
Well, here's your chance. You got Kane, you got Dos Santos, you got Overeem, you have Stefan Struve still in the mix. I think he's making a comeback. name for himself. You got Josh Barnett coming over possibly.
Cormier.
Karatanov, which we haven't heard shit about. Cormier. I mean, look at you. You could have 10 solid guys that all on any given night could all beat each other.
That's right.
Which would be amazing. Tim Sylvia.
Andre Arlovsky. I heard he just won.
Well, it wasn't spectacular. It was a decision grind fest. Apparently he's injured.
He's undefeated in his last 5 fights, Ingo.
Well, look who he's fighting. That's all I'm saying.
He's ready to. He's at Greg Jackson's, so let him build himself.
Are they building a foundation?
Yes.
Okay.
He's got solid training now.
Good. I hope he makes a comeback.
That's right. It's like BJ Penn. He could go this route too.
I don't know. I love BJ, but it's starting to. I think the twilight is come and gone. Apparently, he's retired. He said.
He said that before.
He took Maybe he means it now. He made a post on Twitter about he had all this food in front of him, so I think he's retired. Fried chicken.
He's retired for now. 6 months, he's gonna get the itch.
His head's gonna be like this fucking big again.
He's never been knocked down. He's fought the most minutes in the UFC, Ingo. Right?
Yes. I was just a little early with my thing. That's all I'm saying.
Good. So let's get some viewer mail.
Let's get to viewer mail. Yep.
All right. Louis Caprice asks, have you guys seen a fight between Muhammad Ali and Cassius Clay?
The same person. Are you trying to trick us, fucker? The hell?
Andrew M. asks, some people are complaining that Barry should have left politics out of his speech. I disagree. What's your take on it?
Did he get political? I don't think so. Did he?
He just mentioned a little bit about that thing that happened.
The shooting?
Yep.
Which, of course, our hearts go out to those who are affected. I think everyone in the U.S. is a little bit, kind of has their assholes puckered and is kind of concerned about what's going on. But I don't think he said anything out of what, I don't know. I mean,
he hugged Joe Rogan. He said, give hugs. I think that's fine. I just think that the media needs to fucking let this story go away. Yeah. And I think the more it gets promoted, the more you're going to see copycats.
Well, that's true. And I think people, the problem is that every time this happens, you get the gun nuts and you get the anti-gun nuts, and they use it as a forum to sell their agenda. And I don't think that necessarily I agree with either position 100%, but that's not the right time to make your case. And at the end of the day, I mean, it's people killing other people. The weapon, I mean, what? By the time my kids are grown and your kids are grown, is it going to be like bazookas and fucking nuclear weapons that these people are doing?
It's the tool is not the cause,
right?
Because you can equate it to look how many people die from drunk driving. So should we ban all cars
or cheeseburgers?
Right. I mean, you could go down the line.
Yeah.
It's just a ridiculous argument.
It's madness, and unfortunately, people. You even got the president up there doing
interrupting a football game,
right? Or making speeches and fake crying and all this stuff. And did you watch that Alex Jones thing I sent you?
Yeah,
Alex Jones went off on that and whatever.
It is what it is.
It is. It's a bad situation, and obviously, I like to be open with things and kind of take it all in. And I don't, I didn't have a problem with what he said.
No,
so
I thought it was great. Give more hugs.
He could say it after every fight. He's very emotional. He cries all the time after fights, and it's awesome. It's nice.
You might need to get on the TRT. Your estrogen level is a little high. Quit eating soybeans or something. It's all good.
He's a lovable guy. Wears his heart on his sleeve, man. So
what?
I'll take a hug from Pat Barry.
Sure.
Why not?
A hug and then a fucking punch to the face.
No.
Or
I won't take either
hug
one.
me and then fucking knock me out.
No, I love you, man. No, knock me out.
Yeah, what was that show? I just watched that movie the other night. It was Ready to Rumble or something, and it was David Arquette and some other guy, and it's following a wrestler. And it's Jimmy the King, and they go and find him, and he's in a trailer, and they want him to hit him. Come on, say it. I will rule you.
I didn't see that.
Or go ahead and crown me. So they just wait, and they're like, come on, hit us, King. Do it. And he drops the bomb on them. It's along those lines.
I don't know if I saw that. It seems like maybe I did, but maybe I just saw a lot of previews.
Sal Bandini, wanna wrestle? Like Bela Lugosi or someone. Okay. Anyway, Ryan Smith asks, I just transitioned right in and out of consciousness. Nice. Do you think Bisping deserves the title shot if he beats Veltor? And he says, by the way, I had a blast in Seattle. I got some one-on-one time with Ariane molest? I mean, Celeste?
Molest. What was the first question?
Jesus Christ. You think Bisping deserves the title shot after he beats Vitor?
I think he should have. He deserved it a long time ago. They just keep coddling him.
Yes. Fucking give it to him.
Let him see. Let's see what happens. You know?
Yes. Alfred Vallo asks, does size matter?
Depends.
The diaper?
The diaper?
Depends.
Oh, it depends, you know?
Right.
Depends what you're talking about, you know?
I think Sam Kinison said it best, where size doesn't matter, and because then that way you can just stick it right in her ass.
I'm with him. There's a smart man if I ever heard one.
Yes. Edmar Cock asks, K-O-C-K, I'm calling you Cock, sorry. Should Hendrick get pissed at Santa for not getting the title shot versus GSP for Christmas?
I think he's getting compensated very well. Otherwise, he wouldn't have signed on the dotted line. So, yes and no.
Okay. Darian Verton asks, if Roy Nelson fell down on Dana White while jumping on the top of the cage and screaming like a bear to Dana, lick my belly, bitch, and eat my beard. So Dana dies after getting his neck broken by an accidental fall of Nelson. Is
Ridiculous.
Roy guilty?
No, because I say you blame Burger King because if you wouldn't have fell down if you didn't eat all those cheeseburgers.
Yeah, he would have been a little more
countersuit.
Yeah, Burger King is the fault. It's like when I spill my hot McDonald's coffee on my lap, it's McDonald's fault for serving me coffee too hot in a container not appropriate for the level of hotness.
Correct.
Hence the warning. Darian Verton asks, question number 2. Should Joe Martinez attack Bruce Buffer from behind with something? Let's say Electro Shocker to be the #1 ring announcer in the UFC. Fuck Bruce. He should gain 200 pounds and retire. Ooh, that's kind of harsh.
I think they're both excellent. And why does there have to be competition?
I don't know. I like both. I just happen to like Joe Martinez's style. He's a little smoother. Bruce it's awesome. It's just he works for it. He works hard. And he's in his 50s, so
I like
he
to
needs
see
a
the man
replacement.
working it. So it's all good.
It's all good. And last one from Darian. One more thing. Why the fuck is Joe Silva jumping like a rabbit while watching a fight? Every fucking time there's some action in the ring, Joe is literally shaking like a crack addict performing YMCA. It's just ridiculous to see a midget jumping like a horny monkey from a seat because he saw a knockdown. Why can't he stay cool and calm like Dana White and let's say the camera crew? And he is for sure not the best matchmaker on the planet because there is no rival. Kimbo Slice would be a better matchmaker. By the way, I love the show. You guys are awesome. Darren, you got a lot of anger management issues.
Thanks for the shout out. Firstly,
thanks for a good question.
Please don't kill us.
Yeah.
And I don't know what the fuck. The guy likes his job.
He's amped up. He might be high on coke for all I know.
He likes his job. He puts two guys together, and it's a good fight. I'm sure he gets excited about it.
Yeah, because then he knows he's done his job correctly.
Yeah.
So maybe he gets a little knockout bonus or submission bonus every time there's a great fight.
Could be.
A little backroom action.
I don't know.
It's all good. Daniel Ivanovich asks, Joey Beltran's had Igor Krajec, a.k.a. the Duke. He is like me, but from Croatia. What do you guys think about that chin from Igor? That was really impressive.
It was.
But they both took a lot. Well, I think Igor took a lot. You want to call him Igor or Igor?
It's Igor.
I like Igor. It sounds more
It's the
devastating.
correct pronunciation is Igor. But
that's why I'm going to call him Igor. I think that was a young Frankenstein. Anyway.
No, what do I think? It's impressive. I mean, it's not the first time we saw the guy has a chin.
Hey, why is it every time that someone's got a good chin, they're like, yeah, and look at the beard on that guy. Where the fuck does that come from?
I don't know.
That's the question for everybody. That should be a bonus question. We should have MMA Nuts trivia. And first correct poster gets to win something.
Big black cock.
They could win a MMA Nuts. Nah, they can't win the Christmas tree. Those things are epic. They're staying
I think we should partner with like Fleshlight and send fleshlights to everyone.
Fake pussies.
Yes.
All right. Daniel Ivanovich asks, your MMA dream team, 5 versus 5. 1 from heavyweight, light heavyweight, middleweight, welterweight, and lightweight. Okay. What's your best 5?
Okay. Best 5: Brock Lesnar, Chuck Liddell, George St. Pierre, Anderson Silva, BJ Penn. And
you're good.
That's good.
Yeah. I'll take Overeem, I got to take Jones. I'm gonna take Chael Sonnen as my middleweight. Although I mean, you got Anderson.
I went out of
but
order. Sorry.
It's all good. Welterweight, I'll take Alan Belcher, and then lightweight, Joe Lozon.
Ooh, nice. You got a little bit of everything in your crew. You got some top level. You got some shit talkers. You got some great.
I like to have each person can teach everyone else an aspect of the game.
Yeah. See that?
I got a good camp.
It's a good camp. It is amazing.
Charlie Kim, should GSP fight and beat Diaz on his next fight? Where does he go from there?
Johnny Hendricks, if he wins. GSP's not fighting Anderson Silva. Sorry, it's not
that fight will never.
It's not
this
gonna
has
happen.
been like year 3 of this talk. They keep
No.
dangling the carrot, and GSP is like, everybody wants to fight me.
And plus, doesn't Anderson want 50
one.
million, or somebody wants 50 million? I don't know.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. That's it for viewer mails.
Okay, I only have one other thing to say during knowledge is fuck Best Buy and the fucking. I hope their CEOs all fall into and suck a bag of dicks. Thank you.
Elaborate. Come on, share the story.
Okay, I tried to buy my wife an iPhone for Christmas.
Yeah.
I ordered online.
Was it the 5?
It was the 5. She had a.
He's going full bore.
Hers is a couple years old. I know it's a first world problem. I know. Just bear with me. So I bought it online. I figured I don't like Best Buy, but fuck it. They had a sale a couple weeks ago. I'll just wait till they email me. They forced me to pick it up at the store. I'm thinking this is a 10-minute trip tops. I already paid for it. It's all done. Just got to bring my paperwork in and I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
Sure enough, I get there. Not the case. First, they tell me that I have to pick it up in the mobile section, which had like a 2-hour wait because there was like 2 people working and 100 like all these customers. And so then I tried to call their website and see if they can ship it to me. No, sorry, we can't do that. I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna cancel the order. I'll go buy it at fuck it. The $50 isn't worth it to me. I just want it, whatever. Sorry, sir. The phone's already been sort of pre-activated, so if you cancel now, you can no longer use your upgrade discount for 14 to 21 days. So I won't get it in time for Christmas. Okay, all right, fine. So I guess I'll stay here. And then 3 hours later, I'm finally, the store closes at 9. I'm there at 11 still. Finally, they see me. Like, I'm the last person they see. She's like, oh, I'm so sorry, but we have to activate the phone tonight. And I'm like, what do you mean you have to activate the phone tonight? It's a Christmas gift. I don't need it active tonight. I want to activate it on Christmas Day. So my wife doesn't know I got her phone. Oh, I'm sorry. Can't do that. So they activate the phone. 3 hours later, I had to give my wife the phone early. I mean, just kind of fucked Christmas up for me. I was a little bit annoyed. So the whole experience was terrible. Then what capped the whole thing was I called their customer service the following day to explain that their management at their store was not very helpful and they were quite rude, as a matter of fact, and made it seem like I was a burden on them. And they told me that they had to corroborate my story with the manager on duty and never apologized, never said anything, never said, hey, sir, so sorry, here's a $10 gift card, or please accept our apology, blah, 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 blah. Take this thing for free shipping on any online order, whatever. Nothing. So fuck you, Best Buy. I hope you all go out of business. I will never spend a red penny there again. I love Amazon, and they've always been awesome, and that's where I'm going to stay. I think fuck it. I don't even care if they're more expensive in certain things.
Just put me on the case and go, we will own that phone for free.
I don't care, man. It's not worth it. I say fuck it. By the time you win your lawsuit or whatever you're doing,
I get replies in special parchment.
They're going to be out of business.
They're on their path. They're
no,
shutting
dude, that
stores.
store is horrible. The kind of clientele that comes in there and like the service they give to those people.
Are you sure you don't want the extended warranty on your video game, Ingo?
No, I don't. I don't want to pay $5 extra for a $50 video game in case it breaks. Who takes that deal? Probably a lot.
I don't know. They're so intent on pushing the extended warranty.
Of course.
It's a huge part of the margin.
Or their monster cable, their 6-foot HDMI cable for $129.
Yeah, $79.95, and I can go on eBay and buy it for
35 cents.
$5.
Not even.
It's ridiculous. But you got to have the monster cable.
It's all the same shit. So, in this day and age, I don't understand how you can run a company that way.
It's not going to work anymore. That's why they're on the...
Yeah. I think people are wise. So, unfortunately, means end of work. And now I read that they were going to try to sell a tablet too. They're having
I think that is an awesome strategy for Best Buy because that's worked out for so many other retailers. C Comp USA.
Yep.
Oh wait, they're out of business.
Yeah, HP. They're not out of
Yeah,
business.
try
but
the tablet HP.
They
What
got out
happened?
of that market
Let's
fast.
try to, and you can point to Microsoft when they're trying to do their tablet.
Their new Surface or whatever they're selling for ridiculous money.
Yeah, guess what's going to happen? One, you're not going to be able to sell it. Two, you've pissed off all your partners. It's not a good plan. Stay out of the business.
Yep. Apple, Google. The Google Nexus looks cool.
I haven't seen it.
I don't know. And then Amazon.
You can get Google Maps on an iPhone now.
Yeah, I heard.
It just came out.
I
already downloaded it.
I like the iPhone Maps. I'm a big fan. I used it quite frequently. Never had a problem with it.
I won't.
Turn by turn navigation.
They're trying to kill people, I think, in Australia.
With the iPhone Maps?
Yeah.
Maybe.
The government came out and said don't use it because it's put people in the desert and they got stranded or something.
Oh. I live in the U.S. I don't have this
He
problem.
doesn't give a fuck about you Aussies.
I was just down in Florida and I used it for my turn by turn navigation. Worked like a charm. No problem.
I'm all fuck Google Maps.
Okay. Google's the devil.
They are. So is Facebook.
They are.
It's all these companies. They have too much information. It's the man.
Well,
it's Big
Google
Brother.
knows all my email, so they know they have parsed my conversations and emails and where I shop and my invoices and all that shit that comes through. And then Facebook is privy to a lot of my personal interactions with friends and family and photos and who I tag and who I interact with and who I donate.
You know what he means. Tagging them.
Between those two companies, I believe they know everything about me.
Yep.
Probably. So, scary.
It is.
But whatever.
I have a quick little knowledge. My daughter comes up to me, the youngest one. She goes, "How do you spell ya?"
Yeah? Like,
what do you
karate
mean?
chop?
Yeah. She goes, yeah. And then she did the motion. Yeah. Ha. Or whatever. She said, ha. Yeah. I'm like, oh, you meant, yeah. Like, I gotcha. Like, okay. I don't know. Kids just crack me up. It's silly shit.
Where'd she come up with that?
I don't know. It's just out of the blue. Like, you didn't even take Taekwondo. You don't even have a black belt. What are you talking about, girl?
How do you spell it?
I don't know. Oh, it's like,
H-I-Y-A?
I'd go along with it. I'd go H-E-E, then a dash, Y-A-A-A-A-A.
Exclamation point?
Yeah. Exclamation point, all caps.
Nice. Okay.
Hee-yah!
Okay.
That's like the hillbilly version.
It's like
hee-yah! Yeah. Would be good. No.
That has been this week's edition of MMA Nuts. We will be back next week with a UFC 155
blowout Expendables 2 spectacular.
I'm excited. I think that heavyweight fight's going to be pretty amazing because both guys were hurt.
Yeah, I was going to say, we're probably not going to be injured this time, or they may be.
Yeah, and there's
depending
not all that
upon who
pressure.
loses and who's from Brazil.
Yeah. Right. And Junior, I watched some workout video of Junior. He looks like he's been working on his boxing even more. Sharp, man. Pretty sharp. And King with his wrestling. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. Where does this thing take place? Because last time we only saw, 43 seconds?
Yeah.
Or...
It was over fast.
Yeah. So nobody knew how that was going to play out. Looking forward to it. So. And of course, we got that Warner yard fight.
Yes.
Move.
Hopefully someone will puke their guts out.
I get ornery when I skip a meal. I couldn't imagine cutting weight through.
Yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I'm ornery. Okay. I've been eating since 4 o'clock. It's now 10:35.
We'll shut it
Central.
down. Plus, I'm craving some pickles. So we'll see you bitches next week.
The bigger, the better. That's how he likes them.
Adios.
Thanks for playing.